If you enjoy the content on this channel and would like to help me out with the production of more content for this channel, then please consider supporting me on Patreon, link in the description down below. Hello everybody, this is SeetherCast, and welcome to the next installment of SeetherCast here on YouTube. I know it's been about 4 or 5 months since the last episode on this series. Don't freaking blame me, just getting these things scheduled is a bitch. I'm sorry. I already dropped a curse word already, but anyway, we got another guest here. No vaping this time, so you guys can't complain about this. You don't vape, do you?
Vape free, nah.
Okay. Say your name.
I'm Wolficide, aka or Joshua. I don't know. Just call me Wolficide. I do things.
Cool. Yes, we have our next guest for as Wolficide here on SeetherCast episode. What was this, 8 or 9? I don't remember. I don't know.
I think it's 9. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. It's an episode.
Yeah, episode of SeetherCast. Yeah.
Yes.
So we have our guest here, Wolficide. He
Yep.
wants to come on because I was on his 500 subscriber special, and just like, you know, I owe him because he was gonna like split my throat and like sell my kidneys on the black market if I didn't let him on. Yeah. And we have a guest here, Wolficide. Just talk about yourself. Just do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm Wolficide. I've made videos for what is it? It was since it was November 27th of last year. I don't know if that's 9 or 10 months now. I'm very tired. I don't remember. But let's just say it was a long time ago. And I started this channel because I was inspired by a few people. 2 of the people I was inspired by. Actually, no, I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna name drop. I'm not gonna give free shout outs. So basically. So I started this channel. No, I mean, not really. So basically, I started this channel, and I wanted to do. I don't really know if there's a genre for it. I'd say personality-driven stuff, but in this type of video style, you know, with the characters, sprites, and all that, and you know, personality type stuff. So what I did was when I first started off, it was terrible, right? Because I was going in the direction. I made a video on art theft, which is the first actual video that I made. And, well, let's just say the other day I went back to it. I didn't last more than 20 seconds. But at the time I was really proud of it. And the next video I made was a story time driven video. And, because I was like, oh yeah, dude, I love story time YouTubers. I want to make a video like that. And I'm not going to say the video title, because it's just that bad. I don't know why. Okay, actually, yeah, I will say it. So it was called My First Dates, right? And I talked about my first 3 girlfriends that I had when I was much, much younger. And that
3 girlfriends? When, like, at what age? Like 12 or something?
Okay, no, my first girlfriend I had when I was, how old was I? I think it was, 7?
7? Dude, I can't get my first girlfriend until I was, like, 18.
My second was at 8. And then my third, I was 10.
Man whore.
I don't have any girlfriends now. I have a boyfriend
because you're gay.
now.
No, I'm kidding.
What?
Your fans were right about it. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, I mean, you know, sometimes I guess life really rolled that way. But as I was saying before, you rudely interrupted me about girls. Wow. Yeah, so I started this channel, and as of recent, I've just been doing whatever type stuff. I've been just doing videos on pretty much anything, and I think like collabing with people is really fun. I've been doing too much of that, but so yeah, I do things and really, really cool things. You should check me out because I'm cooler than Seether by a long shot. So I'm sorry.
You fucking piece of shit.
Hey, but there's one bad thing about YouTube. So one problem I've dealt with on and off is having no ideas. Like, I'll have a lot of motivation, but I won't have any ideas. And when I have a lot of ideas, I'll have absolutely no motivation. But in the past month, I've been dealing with a much greater issue that I think a lot of people don't really think creators deal with. It's... So, the other day, I sat down to make this video. It was... I think it was like some type of animation memes. I vaguely remember. But anyway, so I was writing the script, and after writing a few sentences, I just felt really demotivated. and I felt really disappointed in myself because I was like, every day I spend way too much time thinking about ideas and trying to think of a good video because I don't want to disappoint people, When you have a fan base, you have these people relying on you, and you have these people that have these expectations, and when you're afraid of not reaching these expectations, you get a little bit upset. And, like, after I spent hours thinking of ideas and sit down, one night and spend an entire day writing a script and editing a video, because I'll tell you, there's been a few videos I've made, like NeonicNai's Judgment Day and a few others, that I would sit down, and when I'm editing this video, I'll edit it for 12 hours straight and not eat that day. Until
That's
really...
not good.
Like, NeonicNai's Judgment Day. I remember it was 2 p.m. on a Saturday, and I sat down, I edited that video from 3 p.m., or no, 3 p.m., jeez, 2 p.m. to midnight. And I didn't eat until like 1 a.m., and I think all I ate was like a Hot Pocket that whole day. I put too much time and too much worry, and it kind of takes a mental stroll on myself for videos. And I don't think a lot of people realize this either. They're like, oh yeah, that's Wolficide. He he does things, he's cool, he got no worries in the world, whatever. He's doing his thing, it's whatever. But it's like, deep down, I really do end up like thinking about this stuff too much and stressing over it too much, because I want to keep making things, and I want to make things as good as I make them. I want to make great videos that get a lot of views to reach the goals that I set for myself not too far back. But is it really worth it if it hurts you mentally and makes you waste hours and hours that you could be spending with others just trying to think of videos and working on videos if you're not happy with them yourself? I don't think that's good for me, and it's definitely something I should change. But another issue with me is, like, I don't want to stop. Like, even if I realize, oh yeah, I'm being stressed out by this, I should probably take a little break. I don't. Because I want to keep making videos that do well so I can reach the goals that I set for myself. I just so bad want to get higher up. So bad. Despite the other half of me knowing, oh yeah, dude, this is not good. You probably shouldn't do that. You're being kind of stupid and gay right now, man. You should stop. But I'm like, you know what? Nah, man. And another thing I realized, or something that also I deal with videos, is I'll make a video, and let's say a month or two in the future, I'll heavily dislike it, differentiating when I first made that video, I was really proud of it. And this has happened with every single video I've made. After a certain amount of time, I'll hate it, despite me being proud of it when I first did it. And it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird, man, because if this has been happening with me for 9 months, with every single video I've made, every timestamp, it hasn't really, the issue hasn't really stopped. What's the point of it? Because if you make something, and for a temporary amount of time, you're proud of it and you love it, but then not too long in the future, you despise it, is there a point of keep going and creating if this on and off process just keeps happening for you? And that's a question I asked myself. And I don't know the answer, right? Because I want to keep making videos, right? It's a passion, and I can't stop yet. I only have, like, what, 540 something subscribers. I can't stop now, but I already have issues going on, and I've talked to a select few people about it and haven't really gotten any help. And I'm not a person who likes to open up about my emotions and get help often, but when I do, nothing really changes. And I didn't mean to get so, like, dark and deep here, but it's, like, thoughts that have been here for a while that I haven't really been able to tell that many people, and it feels, much better when I actually open up, despite me not doing that very often, Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, it's something And I don't know what I'm gonna do about these two problems, but I guess I'm just gonna keep going and, you know, try to be happy with what I'm making. And someone might say, but Wolficide, it's just videos. It doesn't make you that upset, but it's like, dude, like, some people can really get stressed out and messed up from the small things you don't even realize. It's really something to think about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's something. I didn't mean to get all dark there, but have you ever encountered a similar issue to either of the ones I mentioned?
Well, do you hear me well, by the way? I just realized I had a little mess up with my my microphone, but do you hear me well?
Yeah, I hear you well.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, I think that I want to address all those things now that I can get my thoughts out. I believe that I believe that every YouTuber at some point who has been doing this whole YouTube game for a while, or for at least a few years, has it from time to time, or at least once in their lifetime while doing YouTube, has experienced like the burnout, have they experienced the stress, experienced the feeling like, oh, if I don't upload this video like when I'm used to, my subscribers are gonna like stop watching and things like that.
For sure,
go around. The only time I could ever see like a channel completely dying is if like you go on a seriously long break, like months at a time. And it doesn't even really matter the time amount. It's just like, actually kind of does. Like I'd say like if you go like months at a time to where like, even also it has to go with where are you on social media. Like if you're not posting on social media, telling people what's going on, why you're not uploading videos, if you just completely disappear, after a while people are going to get curious and they're going to like be like, oh, I can't really watch this guy anymore because they're gone for good. And then if they come back after like say 6+ months without uploading, they're not going to get the same views that they were getting 6 months ago on average, like for real. So just missing a day or two of videos isn't going to like kill your channel, or it's not going to like affect your subscriber growth. Like I just took a break for like 5 or 6 days, but I'm 99.9% sure when I make my next video, it's not going to extremely affect like my sub growth or my view count. So I'm okay. Just make sure that if you're gonna take a break, the best thing to do is just let them know, like through Twitter or through Facebook or whatever you're using. And also just like when it comes to the burnout or when it comes to the stress of making videos, you gotta like learn that you can't push so much time into your life to YouTube. Like I make sure to myself like only to work on YouTube for like 3 days out of every week because I gotta go to my job and I gotta go to college. Like for real, like today right now is my like only day for like probably the next 2 or 3 days where I'm gonna be working on videos because I got an exam coming up and I have work tomorrow.
Good luck.
So thank you. But yeah, other than that, like just don't really like stress out too much, because like if you're gonna spend too much time on a passion to where it's gonna stress you out and you're not feeling the enjoyment as much, you're gonna be more inclined to not wanting to do it. And since we're human beings, we're gonna be more inclined to do things that we want to do. If we get to the point where we're too stressed out about YouTube, it's going to become something that we don't want to do, and then that's what's going to ultimately lead you to like not make videos for a while. And if you need to take a break, then take a break. It's not the end of the world.
Well, it's like I don't want, like, okay, I feel like it's healthy for me to take a break, but I don't want to, because something about me, right? You know how a lot of us, you know, on the internet, or actually no, as human beings in general, everyone wants to be something. Everyone wants to make it. Everyone wants to make a name for themselves. Everyone wants to be something. Yeah. Everyone wants to have a legacy. But most people don't, and that's the harsh truth. The thing with me is I desperately want to, like, do well. I'm not afraid of losing. I'm afraid of not gaining. Right?
I understand.
I check my analytics every day. I don't know why. Well, actually, yes, I do know why. And it's really annoying. Like, every morning before I go to school, I open up YouTube Studio and I check my analytics because I want to know exactly how I'm doing and if I'm going up or am I going down. And it's like, oh, I'm being obsessive with this, you know? I want to, like, grow so bad. And it's happening, but I want to grow so bad, it's taking a mental toll on myself, and I realize this. And it's like, I need to stop. But if I take a break, I'm afraid of, like, oh, yeah, I'll miss a week. You know, I'm afraid if I don't start working on a video 3 days after I upload a different video, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get something out soon, and then those analytics are going to go down. And this is entirely unhealthy and very obsessive, like I stated before. It sucks, but this is me.
You can always change, you know?
I know.
Like, I won't deny there are times where I get too focused on the numbers, but I gotta ask you,
Hi.
What is your ultimate goal of YouTube? Do you want a large amount of subs, or do you want to get popular to the point where you can make enough money to live off of it? Or is there a third option?
Now, okay, kind of. I mean, not really money. It kind of is the first one, but at the same time, not. Like, I want to just have a. I mean, how do I say this without not sounding like an asshole? I don't know. I just want to have well, I can't say a fan base because I already have one. I want, like, I don't know. I just want to have a name for myself, you know?
Well, I feel like you already do at this point.
I do, but, like, a little bit bigger than what it is right now, you know?
Here's the thing.
I don't know why, but... Oh.
Okay, let's say you're 500 subs, okay?
Hi.
And let's say, like, your goal is you want to get to 1,000 subscribers, right?
Nah, yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something. The way you're acting right now, like, okay, I need to get to 1,000 subs or I'm not going to feel good. When you get to 1,000 subs, when you finally do get there,
what do you do then?
You're going to feel like, okay, I'm going to need to get to 10,000 or I'm not going to feel good. And then you get to 10,000, okay, I need to get to 100,000 or I'm not going to feel good. You need 100,000, you need to get a million. That's the thing.
Something I said in a call with a few people the other day is I was talking about this exact same thing. I said, when I finally do reach the goal, the final goal that I've wanted, let's say like 40k subs or something, what then? Mm-hmm. What do I do then? I've stressed through it, I've damaged myself, and I've reached what I've wanted to reach for a year or two. What then? It's done. You reached the goal. What do you do then? Because let's be real, YouTube channels don't last forever, and people won't be like one person won't be creating for forever. You know, everyone stops at one point, and that's unfortunately true. You know, unless you're, you know, have tens of millions of subscribers and you're a celebrity like Shane Dawson or PewDiePie or whatever. But it's like, yeah, what am I gonna do then? Let's say a year from now. So we have September 22nd, 2019. Let's say I have 30,000 subs. What do I do then? You know, the only goal that I crashed down all the goals that I had for myself. There's nothing else to do. I guess keep creating to get more. I don't know. Like, what's the point then? You know? Because like I said before.
Here's the thing.
Okay. Mm-hmm. No, ladies first.
No, you go. No, please, you go.
I said ladies first, now you're making me go. Okay. All right.
I will put a knife to your throat unless you go first. Okay.
Wow, dude, that's not cool, man. All right, so, because like I said before, it's not like I'm making what I like what I'm making and doing it for the fun of it. Because like I said before, what I'm doing is I'll make a video, I'll be proud of it, and then like I said, 2 months later, I'll hate it. This happens with all my videos, so it's like, oh, what do I do with that?
For what reason will make you hate it? That's the question.
I don't know. I'm proud of it at the time, and then later in the future, I'll just dislike it. Rather it's the script or the whatever. I'll just dislike it. But I'll be happy in the moment, but then dislike it later. And I don't understand. And everyone else has a different standard than me. I don't understand. Yeah.
I understand. Well, in terms of the feeling of like, what do I do now? Let me ask you.
Hi.
What was your ultimate when you made your first account? This can't even be like Wolficide. Have you ever had a channel before Wolficide? Yeah, you did Roblox.
I've had 3. Yeah, wait, how did you know that? Okay, yeah, I had 3.
Because I watched all your videos.
Oh no! Yeah, I had 3. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but when you made your very first YouTube channel, what was your goal in mind? Why are you doing it? Did you do it because you wanted to get famous, or did you make your very first YouTube video because it was fun?
You're taking me back to 6 years ago. Alright, I'm gonna take you back to a little story time because you got me into that. So December 7th, 2012, I was a little boy. I was 8. Was I 8? Yeah, I was 8. And I was like, I was making Lego mocks for the fun of it. I picked up my dad's phone, and I was recording these like Lego mocks that I made. and the videos got a few thousand views, and I was the happiest boy, you know? But yeah, I didn't know anything about fame. I didn't care anything about whatever. I was like, you know what, dude, this is fun. I'm showing off what I'm making. This is fun. I don't care if people dislike me or not. I still don't, but, you know.
See, like, that's the thing. If you want to become, like, that's the thing you should focus on. You made it because you wanted to have fun. That's the thing with me. Like, lately, like, I won't deny, like, not lately, but, like, when I was, like, there was a period when I was doing YouTube on SeetherCast channel, on my channel. Yeah. And I was focusing way too much on subscribers. I really was. And views. Now, I still consider them, but that's not the main thought. That's more of like a second or third thought to think into the day. Like, the main thing I focus on every day is what kind of content I'm making. Like, what do I want to create? Like, right now, I'm super into Undertale right now. Ooh, and I really want to do that for my gaming channel. And I've been thinking a lot about my gaming channel, like what I want to upload. But I also... and this is some spoilers for some people, I'm actually wanting to do a review of Undertale for 5,000 subscribers. Wow. I'm really looking forward to making that. That's the thing. It's just like, you're going to get more happiness if you spend time focusing on like, okay, this year for YouTube, I'm going to make these kind of videos. Not more like, this is how many subscribers I'm going to get. Because you don't have control over who subscribed to you and who doesn't. Yeah. Okay? You only have control over what videos you upload. Well, unless YouTube takes it down for some stupid reason, but...
yeah.
And... so that's the thing, dude. Just like focus on like what you like creating, because let me tell you, there's the only time like I guess like it would be more important to focus on subscribers and like monetary outcome is if like it's like a channel owned by a company like Sony's or YouTube channel or Microsoft's YouTube channel or Nintendo's YouTube channel.
I am Sony.
You're what?
I'm Sony. It's me.
No, you're not Sony.
Aww.
You're not the corporation Sony. Like
I got hacked.
Do you own the rights to Spider-Man or something?
Yeah. I made the Spider-Man. The one that throws the batarangs. That's me. I made him. It's real.
No, that's Stan Lee. But
oh right. Oh yeah. I forgot. Okay.
But yeah, just focus on like what you enjoy doing, dude. Because like when you start to focus more on the videos themselves and what you're gonna put out, and like, man, I'm having a lot of fun making these videos. And when you stop like focusing on like what's gonna get the most views, then you're gonna be way happier. I promise you.
Yes, it's true. I mean, it's not like I don't make the videos I want to make. Like I mentioned, did I mention this in the beginning? I don't know, but I mentioned something about like how I keep doing collabs. I've been doing too many of them because I find them really fun. Unlike the videos I make by myself, I've been doing a lot of collabs lately because it's really fun to work with someone else because you get their perspective on the type of video you guys are making and you guys can work together and just have a few laughs during it. Mm-hmm. That's why I've been doing a few collabs lately, because the differentiating when I'm making a single, just a solo video, and I'm doing it all by myself, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, I guess I can just do this on myself. When I'm doing a collab, it's fun, it's refreshing, and it's like, oh yeah, you guys are doing this, it's fun. But, yeah, I don't know, like...
I see.
Yeah, Defo something I should work on mentally, but...
Well, to be fair, like, I don't know if you agree with this or not, but personally, I do feel like collab videos are the most difficult type of videos to make for YouTube.
How?
Well, it's just like when it comes to like you have two things: creative differences and then scheduling for like when you do like live stuff with other people. And especially, I can understand if like you're gonna be in person with somebody and you have to like travel like hundreds of miles to record things. Like actually, I'm going to Louisiana, New Orleans in January to record some videos with some few friends, and they live like 3 hours away. So that on its own is stressful to even plan out. But...
oh, for sure, yeah. My God. Ugh, I don't ever want to record like IRL videos with other people. Oh man.
Well, no, they're not going to be IRL. It's just we're going to record some like audio stuff in person together.
Okay, I was about to say like, nah.
And we're going to record some gameplay stuff too. So.
I see. Okay, yeah. Oh, gameplay stuff. You guys gonna play some Roblox, some Fortnite? You love those games.
We're actually thinking about playing some Mario Party.
Okay, yeah. See, that's actually good. I think I don't know. I played that game like once.
One time, it's a franchise. It's a decent. It's a mixed bag of a franchise.
Like, I don't know. I don't remember. It was like 2 years ago at my friend's house. I was like,
it's fun. It's way fun. It's way more fun when it's with other people. But anyway, this video's not about Mario Party. It's about YouTubers and depression. But
it could be about It could be the Mario Party.
Hey guys, it's SeetherCast and Wolficide. We're talking about Mario Party franchise. The game sucks now.
Wait, did you say it sucks?
Well, they're in Mario Party like 10 right now at this point.
That's too many games.
Nintendo got to the point that, well, they don't do it now, but back then when like the GameCube was around, they were releasing a new Mario Party every year. It was like the Call of Duty of Nintendo. So.
Ugh. Yo, I'm mad that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 isn't on Steam. Also, we got way off track, but it's okay.
I do find it funny though, like, I think I saw a meme about how like the logo for Black Ops 4 is like the Roman numeral was wrong for it or something.
Dude, I'm like really mad. I was like really hyped for Black Ops 4, but it's not on Steam, so I'm not gonna buy it.
Get it on Switch. I'm kidding.
I don't have Switch. I have Xbox.
Also, Undertale just came out on the Switch like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it's gonna bring a new
cool.
audience to Undertale. Speaking of Undertale, they're gonna make like a second game.
No. Toby Fox said that he was like not gonna make a sequel for it, and thank God he didn't.
Oh man, I mean, I kind of wanted more of Undertale. I guess you can just play like the custom games that people make.
Well, or get it on Switch. There's added stuff that wasn't in the.
I don't have a Switch. I'll just watch
then get one. It's only like $250 at this point, I think.
Only $250, dude. I'm a fetus.
And then a game $60, but you're a fetus.
I'm a fetus. I can't afford a Switch.
Why? Because you're short. Okay.
How do you know? Oh, right, yeah, you watched all my videos. Oh, I don't like this. You know everything about me before it goes into conversations. That's
I do a lot of research for videos. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, no, not on a person. That's freaked out. Like, what else do you know? You know, like, the school I go to, you know, like... Yeah.
I know your blood type. I know your social security number.
Holy, wait. You say your social security number?
Yeah, it's 764. No, kidding.
I mean, it's okay, because I know your credit card.
No, yeah. Actually, let me get out my credit card and I'll read out my number right now.
Wait, oh yeah,
the number
please
is
do.
553. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm supposed to start. Okay. You still have to buy like $1,000 worth of stuff with your credit card number. Don't mind me.
Oh yeah. Well, there's not going to be anything in there because I'm broke. But.
Oh, sad story.
I'm a fucking part-time retail worker and college student. Of course, I'm not going to have money.
This is the harsh truth. It's the reality.
Working on like living off of like ramen noodles and shit.
Hey, ramen noodles are good though. Let's be real.
There's no nutritional value to them whatsoever unless you get some like chicken and beef and broth.
What do you mean,
Mom?
Just, like, nutritional value, dude? Why?
Well, that's the thing. You're a teenager, and you're like, and like things like that. Like that stuff doesn't matter about eating healthy because it's not gonna negatively affect you. But once you get into like your 20s and shit like that, like me, that's something you gotta consider. Like I'm like thinking to myself like, thank God I like stopped drinking sodas and stopped consuming so much sugar like I did when I was a teenager. I would have been like freaking fat ass now, but thankfully I'm not.
Okay, so with me it's weird, right? I got a little thing to say. So speaking of like weight, I didn't weigh myself since like December of last year. Because I went back when I went to the gym, but we stopped going to the gym because we moved into a house and my parents both got like
some iron.
Wow, it's crazy. And my parents' job schedule changed, so pretty much like I wasn't able to go to the gym anymore. But so I didn't weigh myself. But yesterday I weighed myself for the first time in 9 months. And keep in mind, right, during this time span, I thought I was fat. I was so insecure for the longest time. But I found out I'm 118 pounds yesterday. And it was like the biggest relief ever. Because I've been so worried and so like insecure. And it was a false thing the entire time.
Well, I don't really know how to say about that because I don't know what your height is. Because like
you call me short, so you should know what it is.
I don't know your exact shortness. You could be like a 5'2" guy, or you could like suffer from dwarfism. I don't know.
I'm 5'2". I've been 5'2" for like 9 months.
My girlfriend's 5'2". But no, actually, that's a good weight. That's a good weight. But
yeah, everyone's taller than me, Jesus, except for your girlfriend.
It's alright. It's alright. No, you're the same height.
No, I said everyone's taller than me except for your girlfriend.
I see. But no, don't worry. Like that's fine. It's just like, and also like the thing is, even with like height and weight itself, like still that's not like a fully accurate thing because like you don't know if like you're more of a you like your body type, if it's like mostly like you don't know your body fat percentage. Like if you really want to know if you're overweight or not, like
BMI.
do like a body fat percentage
Yeah.
test. No, not BMI. No, body fat percentage
I think
testing.
it's
It's like
the
that
BMI
thing.
scale.
It's where they get that little claw thing and they like clamp it on your stomach.
Ew, that sounds great. I'm not doing that. That sounds scary. I don't want a claw on my stomach. What's wrong with you? That's gross.
Dude, like scales are like the most inaccurate things to like know if you're a healthy or not, weight or not.
Oh, thanks for making me insecure again, Seether. Wow.
Well, I don't know. No,
We
I'm just saying. I'm just
did!
saying.
Wow. All right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, but like on height, it's Jesus Christ, my sinuses. It's the worst thing ever because all my friends are like 5'8" and taller. So I had 4 friends stay the night 2 weeks back, and they were all like over 6 foot, and my 5'2" small ass compared to them, it looked like they were all my parents, a polyamorous family, you know. It was. Dude, it's scary. It's scary because when I go into public sometimes with some of my friends, because they'll have like all this facial hair and shit and be like really tall. Like people will think they're my dad, and it's like, oh, all right.
I see. Well, don't feel bad about your height.
No,
either.
I love my height. I'm fine with it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It just,
Like
I
if
think
you were a
it's fun.
girl, like people would be like, oh yeah, she's short.
Oh, she's okay. So people are
It's
like,
easy to-
oh yeah.
yeah.
So people are like, oh yeah,
Easy to
right
give
now. 'cause I'm a
anal.
dude.
What?
All right.
Easy to give anal. But...
Wait! Yeah, I mean, like, oh, wow, that was straight up. I like that. That was straight up. You know, you didn't cut around the bush.
It's true though, but anyway, no, it's fine. Like, and also like height, it's not necessarily something that you have super control over. But to be fair, if you want to like, you're 5'2", you can get yourself up like an inch or two if
I
you
don't
like
want to.
sleep more and drink milk.
I'll stay my height. I like my height. I'm not.
That's good.
I'm just saying it's
Don't
funny.
stay up all night and play Fortnite every day because that's not healthy.
Yeah, well, I'll assure you, I don't do either of those things. Well, yeah, I don't do either of those things, trust me. I'm not that stupid, you know? I maintain my health, physical health somewhat, besides when I drank 3 cans of Pepsi yesterday, but that's besides the question.
Pepsi.
It's good, alright, I can't help it, I love Pepsi.
It's
but
like, that's liquid cocaine.
speaking,
Like,
okay, so you know how you mentioned anal like a minute ago? Alright, so I have something to go on. It's not sexual, but okay, so, you know what's the worst thing? So, something I've been dealing with as of recent. A bunch of people flirting with me, right? When they know I'm in a relationship. And confessing their feelings for me when they know I'm in a relationship. That makes everything kind of awkward, doesn't it? It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel guilty. You know? So I got a little thing to trail off of. I'm not gonna name drop anyone. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't know if they'll be watching this or not. But basically, so I've been dealing with a few different people. Like this one person. I'm gonna name her. What's the name of her? Clarice. Clarice. I'm gonna name her Clarice. So Clarice. Clarisha. And so this Clarisha, let's say. So in school, this Clarisha. Basically, this person, oh god. I walked into school a day last week. Wow, I walked into school. And this person saw my jacket. And what I wear, you know Hyena Agenda? I hope you do. Do you?
no.
Okay. Well, it's like a furry clothing brand or whatever. So I have this like black jacket with like this really cool hyena with holding like a spray paint can on the back. And she was like, "Hey, that's cool." I'm like, "Oh yeah, thanks." And then we get into this conversation a little bit as I'm walking into class. And as I'm walking into class, she hugs me. And then when I get out of class at the end, we get out. And she's starting to become kind of clingy to me. I noticed that quick just because of my jacket. We go into this one class because we were on event schedule in my high school, and pretty much she asked where I got my jacket, and I gave her the link on this little piece of paper, and what she did was she gave me a little smooch on the cheek for giving her a link.
Is that It's rape. No kidding.
Nah, dude, this gets terrible. Okay, so pretty much after that little smooch, she asked me if I enjoyed it, and I said nah. I was like, nah, I didn't enjoy it. And she's like, oh, why not? I'm like, I don't really like girls. And then she's like, wait. No, let me try to mock her voice. Wait, seriously? And then she asked my friend next to me. Let's call her Charlotte. She has Charlotte next to me, one of my good friends. If I'm being serious or not. And then she was like, yeah. And she's like, oh my god. So basically, she was like, yeah. She was just like mumbling stuff. And then she leaves the class. At the end of the day, as I'm walking out of school, she gives me a big old squeeze. Out of nowhere. Like, I don't know how she saw me in that crowd, but somehow she spotted my little ass out of that crowd. And, she gives me another kiss. And she says, you know, Joshua, I'm bi, so we can be together forever.
Whoa.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works, ma'am. But, so basically she gets onto, I basically told her that's not how it works. And she was like, sure. So she gets onto her bus. She gives me another smooch before she gets onto her bus. And I was like, wow, I've never been kissed by a girl before. That felt terrible. And so the next day happens, and basically, so the next day happens, and by this point she memorized the classes at what time I have specific classes. Which is a little creepy if you literally memorize the exact classes I go to and where I leave them at exact times. But anyway, so I'm leaving this class again, and she squeezes me out of nowhere and says she loves me. And I asked her why she loved me, and she was like, I don't want to say it because it'll just make my face hurt. She was like, oh yeah, because you're small, and I love your voice and your face. You're just adorable. And, and basically, it gets much worse and gets really sexual. I'm not gonna mention it because I don't want you to lose anything. Yeah. But, it just gets really bad, and she would say some really, kinky things, despite her knowing that I'm gay. I don't know what the point of it was. But she also said she was gonna become trans just for me. Yeah, it got really bad. And it's like, why would you do that to someone if you know they're in a relationship? And there's this, like, other guy, I'm not gonna tell a story this time, because I don't really feel like it, but basically, this guy would do these creepy things, blah, 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 would try to put his hand on mine and whatever, and I would respond with violence, because I was obviously uncomfortable, and then, like, the other day, he confessed his feelings for me in art class, yada, 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 and it's like, why do you do this stuff if you know someone's in a relationship? It's awkward. It's really awkward, and it's kind of shitty, you know? I don't know if you've dealt with anything like this, and if you haven't, lucky you.
Dealing with like someone like forcibly putting themselves on you in a relationship or something?
Like someone like trying to like put themselves on you in a relationship, and people like just flirting with you over and over again when they know you're in a relationship. Pretty much that type of stuff. Like I said, if you haven't, you're very lucky. You're very lucky, because it's...
I think I have, but that's probably going to be an idea for another video, because I want to get more ad revenue, but anyway.
Hey! Wow! Greedy, you heard it here, folks, greedy.
Let me just think one last thing about this story, is that, if she would have been a guy and you were a girl and she was doing that to you, the outcome of the story would have been way different.
Oh yeah, because guys can't be harassed. That's not possible, right?
Women can't rape men. What?
Exactly. They can't do that. They cannot do that. I mean, if I was a woman, they don't have a dick. if I was a woman and they were a man, I could have just said sexual assault and they would have been in jail by now. I'm sorry that that was getting a little bit political, but you know,
see,
yeah, it would have been much different. But it's like, why do you do that to someone? Why do you do that? Just don't do that. Please don't do that. Please, like,
don't definitely do that.
Please.
And you guys should definitely not tune in for the next episode, because we're running out of time for this episode of Seether Talks for today.
Wait, seriously already? Jesus Christ, why does time go by so fast? I didn't even notice.
Like, the recording's at 39 minutes, dude. I'm just
Jesus, I didn't notice. Wow. I talked.
It's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Wow.
But any last things you want to like say before we get out of here, or anything you want to like shout out, social media or anything?
All right, so to the people that watch to the end, which 90% of them don't. I don't even know the watch time for your channel, so I can't really make a joke like that. But pretty much. Subscribe to me because I'm cool, and unsubscribe from Seether because he sucks. And follow me on Twitter at Wolficide Vivo, which is cooler than Seether's Twitter.
Yeah.
So, that's all I gotta say. Yep. Yeah.
But do you have any other social medias besides YouTube and Twitter?
Do you actually want? Okay, yeah. Join my Discord server. Add me on Snapchat. Add me on Facebook, Tumblr, MySpace, Instagram. Every social media. I don't have any of those, but yeah, I don't want to shout out anything else. So.
Okay, so youtube.com/Wolficide and at Wolficide Vivo.
On Twitter.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook too.
Yeah, I see.
Sweet.
Yes, and Facebook. Yeah. Facebook's dying, but anyway.
No, Facebook's growing.
Mark Zuckerberg, but anyway. Yeah. Thanks you guys for watching. Check out Wolficide on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
Facebook.
Mostly YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. You just said you did.
I was making a
YouTube
joke.
and Twitter. YouTube and Twitter.
Yeah,
okay.
me, yeah.
God.
Yes.
Hopefully not going my pop filter. Check out me, my channel, everything. Links to everything in the description down below. Watch these videos; they're pretty cool. Any last words before we go out?
Pee is stored in the balls.
Penis stored in the balls. What?
Pee is stored in the balls.
No, that's not.
You said last words.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. I hate you. Goodbye.
What the fuck? I jumped the fucking button delay, people. Oh my god. Oh my god.